Auction time. This is the 6C series auction, 6C01. This is a dacite blade I did on video, and I sharpened it with indirect percussion. So it's a little bit jagged on the edges, but it does feel sharp. Of course, you know, some people call this obsidian, but to me it's more of a dacite, even though I think it has some translucency. Yeah, dacite is not very translucent. This does have some, not that much. Anyway, it's very snap and half-ish, like the title says in the video. Very difficult to predict when it's going to actually snap in half. And it's difficult to predict what's going to happen with the endings of these flakes. Sometimes it wants to be very ripply. Sometimes it doesn't. It's pretty consistent for the most part. This was a lot bigger back when I first got it, and it snapped in half on me. But this is the larger of the two pieces from the snap in half that I had to begin with. Anyway, it's all on video. Oh yeah, I need to measure it. 6 inches almost exactly by 3 inches almost exactly. C02. I'm going to offer these two together under this one item number. Okay, this one's on video as how to make an arrowhead from a prismatic blade. And I think this is on video as well, although I can't remember if I sharpened it on video or off camera. Yeah. It's raw chert from Texas somewhere, I believe. It has inclusions and fossils. So it has some unpredictability, but overall it wasn't too bad actually, as far as the napping went. Yeah, surprisingly good for the amount of defects. I've napped a lot tougher stuff than this. More, you know, tougher as far as material and more difficult as far as the defects. Difficult to predict. 5 1/4 almost. This one's 3 3/8, a little bit over. So this 2.5 width. Okay. Both of these together, same material, same nodule. 6C03. This is a raw chert from Texas that I made. It's a blade that I made this morning. It's a very high grade. Well, it's not very high grade. It is a high grade chert. I've napped maybe a little bit higher grade than this in a raw state as far as a chert goes, or a flint. But this one is up there for quality because it is rather predictable. Although I did have a lump in the middle there, I didn't want to take a chance in trying to get that out. I sharpened it all the way around by picking at the edge. I just picked at the edge to get it sharp. I've got mostly blades this week. 4 inches almost exactly by 2.5. Yeah. I was gonna make stuff out of these blades this week, but no time. 6C04. This, I believe, no, I don't know if this is on video or not, but I had napped it a bunch off camera. So if it is on video, it's not the same, because I napped this off camera this morning quite a bit just to get it sharp. And I messed up a couple times, so I had to remove a bunch. Hold on. The neighbor decided to repair his little mini bike this morning. Or try anyway. Anyway, can you still see? Might have to just live with the noise in the background. I can't see. It's hard to see the colors with the door closed. Okay, so this is the same kind of dacite as the first one. Okay? As the first item. But it's a smaller blade. Alright, and I did it off camera for the most part. 4 1/8 by 2 3/8. Right? Yeah. Very difficult to sharpen. Yeah. I did this with pressure. The item number 1 was done with percussion. Percussion sharpening on item number 1. Pressure sharpening on this. It's much more difficult for me to pressure sharpen this type of obsidian or dacite than it is with percussion. I don't know why. I ground it down several times trying to get used to sharpening it, but it didn't work that well. But anyway, there you go. Should make a nice knife blade. And you can probably do a little bit better job if you got more experience with this kind of obsidian. Yeah, you got some room to sharpen it up better. Okay. 6C05. This is another type of dacite. A dacite blade. And it has it's got a little bit of translucency around the edges. Yeah. It's a different kind of dacite, but it's still, I consider it a dacite. Alright, what is it as far as measurements go? Almost 4 inches by 2.5. Yeah, I like this dacite better than the other one. This one has little streaks in it. Yeah. This one does not. It's just a solid kind of a sheen on it. A solid color with a sheen on it. It's unpredictable as well as far as the endings of the flakes. It's not easy to sharpen, although it is easier than the other one. Yeah. I was able to run a good row of small flakes on the edges. Yeah. All right. C06. This is a little box of 3 triple flow bifaces. Triple flow. See? Kind of transparent. It's got red, black, and transparency. See that? Cool. Some of my favorite stuff. I like it a lot. But I don't want to nap these big bifaces. I'm getting tired of doing the big ones. So I'll just offer them as blades. Yeah, you guys like them, hopefully. So 3 triple flow bifaces. Excellent, excellent material. I like it. It's probably my favorite out of all the obsidians. 3.5 inches. A little over 4 inches. And 4 inches exactly. Okay. Do you see how thick they were? They're still kind of substantial. Alright? It gives you some room. If you want to make a thick point, you can. If you don't, then thin them down. Yeah. You can also just probably get away with pressure flaking most of it. Maybe not this one, but you can remove a few percussion flakes and then sharpen it up with pressure without doing too much in the middle, and then still end up with a nice blade. But it's up to you. Yep. There you go. Last but not least, 6C07 is a box of brooks and bifaces and little samples, little flakes to This is a biface of petrified coral. It's not consistent, so I didn't want to work on it. Yeah, this whole area right in here it feels like it's still raw. It is a heat treat. See that? It has a sheen to it, or a gloss. But in this area over here, the heat treat didn't seem to do much to it. So it's inconsistent. So I said, no, I'll just offer it to somebody else. This is a novaculite, and I can't figure out if it's raw or partially heat treated. But it's not fully heat treated. Yeah. How big are these things? Let's see, you can get a 2-inch point out of it. This one, 2.5. Probably won't be able to get 2.5 out of it. It's a high-grade Georgetown flake, 2.25. This is what I call like Georgetown velvet. It has a velvety feel to it. This one's almost velvety, this Georgetown, but this definitely feels velvety. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that, but it'll give you a chance to work with it. It's not much as far as length. Anyways, piece of heat treat Georgia swirl. It's a flake, 3 inches long. You're not going to get the whole flake, but you might get 2 inches. Yeah. This one's a broke. Yeah, I snapped this one. Working on it off camera. It's Texas chert. Okay, I wrote a TX on there. You know what this is by the color, and you know what this is by the color, so I didn't write a note on it. This one is Knife River. Yeah, Knife River. Flint. I took away the cortex, and I don't think it has any internal cracks. There was something that happened right there, but I think it was me. I don't think there's a crack in that. It's just a weird flake went that way and kind of dived a little bit. I don't think that's going to be an issue. If it is, I'll send you another piece. If that's a natural crack that'll ruin the whole piece, or if you snap it across there while thinning this down, I'll send you another piece. How's that? This is Mississippi gravel. It is a heat treat, I think, but it still feels raw. But if you want a chance on napping some of this, here you go. It's kind of dry and rough and inconsistent. There's some Mississippi gravel that's much nicer than this. This is the average. I didn't feel like napping it. Alright, so you can see the difference between Knife River and Texas. Right, Knife River here and Texas stuff here. All the other stuff's from Texas. I did these on camera, I think, all of these. Yeah, this was the beveling demonstration. This is a Texas chert. That's raw. This one, these are all on video. Yeah, these are all on video. This demonstration here for beveling, it's on video, and these are all on video, and it's all Texas raw chert. See? TX. Did I put TX? Yeah. Right there. I put the TX. So you know that there is a difference between the Knife River and the Texas as far as color and translucency, you know that. What kind of difference? The Knife River has a little bit more of a golden glow to it. Texas is a little bit muted on these pieces as far as the glow. Alright, what is the size? 3 inches on that one, 2 3/4, 3 inches, a little bit under, no, a little bit over 2 5/8. You can see how long it is. Yeah. How long is this one? That long. How long is this one? That long. I think I measured all these other ones, maybe. It's that long. I measured these, yeah. Alright, I think all these will fit in the little box. Alright. Rules. These are my cheat notes. There's a better description in the description box below. Yeah, there'll be an auction every Monday, no matter what. It's not a live auction. I post the auction, hopefully at around 3 p.m. Eastern, and it ends, I call it, at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it gives you 6 hours to respond, put in your bids, and comment. You know, your comments are your bids are your comments, that kind of thing. Just go in the comment section. I've already got it pre-populated with the item numbers and stuff, right? Please look at my previous auctions to see how they work. Yeah. If you're not able to reply or to comment, you'll not be able to bid. I think YouTube requires you to create a channel in order for you to comment. Okay? So there's that. I can enter your bid for you if you email me. Yeah, I can do that, but it may not be as reliable as actually signing up in YouTube and doing the comments in YouTube. Auction 3J has a demo on how to bid. Yes, it does. You just type in a search, Jack Crafty Auction 3J, and you'll get to that video. Bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments. Yeah. Yeah, the pre-populated comments will contain an item number, timestamp where the item appears in the video, and a short description. So yeah, I put those comments in for you so you know where to bid. And if you don't know how to bid or where to bid, and you can't seem to find the demo, or if you don't have time, you can just bid anywhere in the comment section, but make sure you put the item number in your bid or in your comment so I know which one you're bidding on. The item number. Make sure to include the item number. What's the item number? Like that. 6C07. This is a box of broken bifaces. If you want to bid on that but don't know how to bid under one of my pre-populated comments, you could just say, you know, $15 6C07. So I know what you're bidding on. Okay? As an example. All right. I will like your comment if I see it. Yes, I will. If I don't see it, I can't like it. We'll get into that in a minute. Sometimes comments are not always visible. That's why this is important. It may take me a while to like your comment, but as the time approaches the end of the auction, I will check more frequently. Yeah. So the issue here is sometimes comments don't show up for everyone. It may show up for you when you look at YouTube, but if I look at YouTube in the comment section, sometimes I don't see your comment. Yeah. It's an issue. It's a bummer. It's a bug in the system. It's a glitch. So just be aware. Sometimes I don't see. But if you get a like on your bid, that means I saw it. Unless some smarty pants puts a like on it. Okay. But usually there's not that kind of activity going on. There's other activities that are shenanigans in the comment section, but that's not one of them. Okay? All right. Now, you asked the question, which is legitimate. What happens if I don't get a like and I never get a like on it? And it's like getting close to the end of the auction. What do I do? Well, you asked me the question. Can you see my bid? If I still don't respond to you, that means I can't see it. You've got to either email me or ask a friend to use their channel to bid. Something. Okay? Just try to use your imagination. I don't know. It is an issue, and I don't know what to do about it. Okay. Try not to bid at the last minute. Yeah, 2 reasons. First of all, please be aware that I'm using YouTube's time tracker, and it's not always accurate. Okay? That's one reason. The other reason is it ticks people off. Yeah. That's self-explanatory. I don't need to go into that, but you know, that's the shenanigans that sometimes goes on in the comment section. People are sniping. Yeah. I just try to make sure that I get the accuracy or get accurate enough to figure out who actually won the bidding. YouTube is kind of good at putting the bids in order as far as who bid when. The time might not be correct, but the order is correct. So I not only use the timestamp, but I use the order in which these bids are posting. Okay? Now, if you want to try to prevent that from happening to you, like someone will bid $1 more than you just before the end of the auction, you can bid more than once toward the end of the auction. And some guys do this, right? And maybe you end up bidding 2 or 3 times with higher prices on each bid. So that way, someone trying to snipe you doesn't get a bid higher than you. What I will do is, I will not go by your last bid if it's all there by itself and you're not beating anybody with that particular bid. I'll go to the lower bid, the lowest bid that I can that beats the other bidder. So let's say that you bid $60 and someone bid $61, but then you put in a bid for $100 also. And then let's say, that's not a good example, but let's say some guy tries to beat you by $1 and you put in $65 and then $100. So you put in 3 bids at the last minute. The guy that tried to beat you by $1 is not going to win. The winning bid is going to be that $65 amount, not the $100 amount, because that's, you've already won with the $65 amount. You beat the guy that bid $61. Okay? I think you know what I mean. For on your end, to try to prevent sniping, just bid more than once at the end. Okay? And I'll take the lowest bid that beats the other guy. All right. Shipping is free in the U.S. Oh, yeah. Shipping is not free for international bidders. I'll add $10 for light packages and $20 for heavy packages. All right? I will provide tracking numbers. Oh, yeah. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, checks, or money orders. Okay? Now, I'm no longer doing invoices because I'm using PayPal.me. Okay? What PayPal.me is a way to send money to me directly. Okay? So I don't have to do these invoices anymore. They're not working anyway for me for some reason. Anyways. So yeah. Yeah, I'll send you a PayPal.me link. If you only have like a credit card as a method of payments or a debit card, and that's it. You can't use anything else. I can send you a link to PayPal.me. All right. Winners will be announced at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. The auction closes at 9 p.m. Eastern, but I start announcing the winners 1 minute after close, just so I can keep refreshing so I know who won. Right? I keep refreshing YouTube and make sure all the timestamps are, make sure I'm aware of all the timestamps and who's late and who isn't and that kind of thing. All right? But pay attention to your time zone because the auction ends at 8 p.m. Central. It ends at 7 Mountain. It ends at 6 Pacific. So just because I said it ends at 9 p.m., that only applies to the Eastern guys. Okay? You will be notified in the comment section if you are the winner. Please email me your info if you are new. Yes, very important. I have no way of contacting you other than in the comment section if you win. So pay attention to the comment section and my responses. I'll respond to you if you win, and then you send me your info if you're new. If you're not new and done business with me, I already have your information in my notebook. Okay? All right. Any questions, just comment in the comment section or ask in the comment section. Hope you like this week's items, and good luck.